in your life. Friends, today I have come live just to highlight, some of the issues of the Sazar Tinsotes teachers. Since a few days, the issue of the Sazar Tinsotes teachers is slowly, taking the attention of the general public in our society, as well as it has taken a very high attention of the opposition leaders. Like you all must have seen our leader of opposition, Sir Animesh Debbarma, have highlighted many effective good points in yesterday's through his press briefing, and even like 3-4 days back, many of our teachers have participated in a program called by the Sazar Tinsotes teachers in the Education Director Agartala for submitting their representation because recently the High Court on 3rd of May there was a judgment that was passed that where the termination letter of 31st March 2020 and 2017 had been accordingly set aside. So it was just because of that so many of our colleagues from every corner of our state have participated in the said program. And today, after many years of protests, the Sazar Tinsotes teachers have again proved themselves that the job has not been lost yet. So so that is the reason why every Sazar Tinsotes teachers are very much curious to know what is the government going to do in the coming days. Because since 2014, all these teachers had been protesting restlessly, and with so much of problems that every person are having, and even then, in spite of many issues, we could see huge number of teachers have participated in different sort of program that were called by different organization that the Sazar Tinsotes teachers are having. And by today, we are already in 2023. Since 2014, we had been protesting, and in this long year of protests, the Sazar Tinsotes teachers have gradually come to know through legal matters that these victim teachers have not lost their jobs. See, if we talk of the judgment, yesterday Sir Animesh have clearly highlighted the issue of 127 para of the High Court judgment, 2014 High Court judgment. See, in the judgment in 127, it has been clearly stated and that the appointments already made need not be disturbed. The appointments already made need not be disturbed unless the said appointment is challenged on the ground that policy is illegal. Only if the policy is illegal, unless the said appointment is challenged on the policy is illegal. So, in 127, it has clearly stated that only if a person is challenged on the policy that it is illegal, only that particular teacher job has to be affected. But in 2017, it is on 23rd of December 2017, I guess, the order copy was issued by Education Director, and the memo that was annexure memo where the common termination letter was issued to all the Sazar Tinsotes teachers by giving this annexure order. But whereas there was no good direction in 2014 judgment, there was no good direction to terminate the entire teacher. But it was during the time of the CPIM government and during the time of the UK Chakma, who was the former director. He had issued on 23rd of December 2017, they had issued by the annexure order, and had terminated the entire lot of teachers, and they had turned all these teachers into ad hoc. From 1st January 2018, all these innocent teachers were turned into ad hoc without no guilty. And even several times we had even spoke to the former director UK Chakma. He had clearly stated that it was not his decision. The annexer order that was prepared and that was that by which all the 10,000 institute teachers were terminated by the order that was passed on 23rd of December 2017. It was the cabinet decision. It was not his decision. He had made very clear in his statement when we have, in different deputation, when we had talked to him face to face, he had clearly stated that it was the cabinet decision. So why is the cabinet to decide such things when there was no direction in the court judgment in 2014 court judgment? There was no direction to terminate entire teachers. See, due to this misimplementation of the verdict at different times, 10,300 teachers are not finding a solution till today. We have already reached in 2023, since 2014, every teachers are struggling to find their permanent solution, and till today we have reached 155 death toll, but till today we are not having a permanent solution in spite having many legal in spite of having many proof. We have proved several times that 10,300 teachers jobs were never lost. See, like I was talking about 127 in the High Court, about the High Court para and about the annexer order that was issued. By the in 2017. That was a forceful order, I should say, because at that time when the order was prepared in such a manner that once you accept the order copy of the ad hoc appointment, then automatically you are also being terminated from your previous job. So that was systematically made by the department through the cabinet decision. Till now, dozens of institute teachers have not received any individual termination letter. Can you imagine? Without any individual termination letter, dozens of institute teachers are dying. 155 death toll have already have taken place. Without any termination letter, dozens of institute teachers, this big figure had been terminated from the education system, whereas there was no guilty in these innocent teachers. See, after that, after 127 para, we had again come up with an issue of RTI. So many thousand teachers, I should say around 90% of the affected teachers have filed an RTI in the Supreme Court, and they have also got reply, the positive reply, that they were never covered under the judgment. They were never covered under the judgment of this Tanmoynath versus State of Tripura. So, when a person is not covered in the judgment, how come his or her job should be, should come under the danger or should be terminated? When a person is not made a party, it cannot happen. See, suppose like, for instance, if I give an example, suppose if you are traveling with a flight from Agartala to Delhi, if you are traveling on a flight, suddenly on the midway, if the flight bursts and if all the passengers dies, but when you are at home, can people say that Dipankar Debbarma have died in a midway inside the flight when the flight got burst? Absolutely not, because I was not in the flight. I was sitting at home. So same as that, when I am not made a party in the judgment, how come my job has to be terminated? I was never challenged. I was never challenged on the policy. I was never challenged on the selection. Neither selection, neither policy. Then how come my job has to be terminated? This is the biggest question to the Education Department, Government of Tripura. And like me, there are thousands of teachers, dozens of teachers who are having the same question to Education Department. And now we have the new director, Madam Chandini Chandran. She is very silent in this issue. We have also even spoken several times regarding this issue, but she is not answerable to our questions. She often say approach the cabinet ministers, approach the chief secretary. Then why is the director sitting in the director office? If we don't talk to her, if we can't explain our sorrow, our pain to her, why is the director sitting in the department? Because it is the director, it is by the signature of the director of education department, every 10,000 300 teachers have lost their jobs. When our job has been lost by the signature of the UK Chakma, the former director, why is the director not answerable to our question? We have come up several times with our legal issues that were misimplemented by the director office. See, like RTI, after RTI again we have come up before 2023 election, the government, the BJP government have come up with an initiative to form an advisory committee. Before advisory committee, inquiry commission report was also formed in the 2018 election. Inquiry commission was also formed, but it was so unfortunate that the commission report was not published and not brought to public domain. And after that, after 5 years passed, again just before the election of 2023, advisory committee report was formed. Until by today, it's more than around 3-4 months. Till today, the BJP government, Honorable CM, is silent over this issue. Whereas every 10,000 300 teachers are, dying day by day with lots of depression having in their mind. And obviously the family members are worstly affected in this sense. So see, in like this, every 10,000 300 teachers families are finding difficulty. We are in extreme depression.